They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it.
Welcome back to She Could Talk to Podcast. I'm your host, Gangalee. Hey, and that's Gangalee on all streaming platforms if you're looking for the music. But up here on YouTube, it's called She Could Talk to Podcast because we react to everything. So if it's music, if it's YouTubers, sports, crime, TikTokers, influencers, politics, if they talking about it, we're talking about it, okay? All right. So last week or earlier in this week that just ended here, last week I will say, your girl Jess Hilarious from The Breakfast Club had a very interesting live. And you know me, I like to kind of take my time when I talk about things. So it did happen last week. But yeah, she went on live and she kind of aired out her coworkers. She basically said how they were using her airtime or her segment for Loren Larosa, which is the other girl who actually filled in for Jess when she was on maternity leave. And, it's kind of making it an awkward situation. She said she reached out to, I guess, the editor, program director, producer, one of the above, and said, hey, let's give Loren her own segment, like last words with Loren or whatever she was saying, and separated from Jess with the mess, because you're saying my intro, my name, my brand, but then Loren's delivering the information. And I do understand where Jess was coming from. That was a little cringy. But before I kind of because I don't really want to go too much in it. It's everywhere and you can really kind of check it out for real. But what I wanted to do was kind of ask you all, do you remember? So we're going to play a game of Do You Remember? Do you remember when I think it was either her birthday or it might have been the holiday time, Jess Hilarious, but she was partying with her family and she was celebrating. And she was on stage like popping bottles and everything. And someone was on stage with her and they announced that she was the new third member of the Breakfast Club. And everybody was like, we knew it. Now, previous to that, like the year or so before that, they were kind of like auditioning different hosts for the third spot. And they had quite a few people. They had Claudia Jordan. I remember Jess Hilarious. It was so many. It was quite a few. And some were great. Some were better than others. Some was like, this is not a good fit. But for some reason, I always said that Jess was a good fit for the Breakfast Club when she was going through her audition runs, right? And she's a comedian. She's been, doing her live stand-up comic, but I think she's more so popular, I should say, for her Instagram skits, which started out early, and then she went from that to Jess with the Mess. So she'd have Jess with the Mess, plus she'd be on tour doing her comedy. I don't want to take any of her accolades away, because we've seen her here in Tampa, at the Tampa Improv. So yeah, Jess Hilarious. So she was doing her thing. So as she filled in a couple of episodes for the Breakfast Club, it kind of seemed like she'd be a good fit, right? So she announced it, and everyone, even myself, we weren't surprised. We were like, okay, I could see this, because she actually blended well with them. The energy was good. You can see this kind of working out. Then nothing. Do y'all remember that? Nothing. No confirmation from the Breakfast Club, no confirmation from Envy. It was just zero, radio silence, nothing. And then when people were asking Jess, like, did she get the job? Did she get the job? Did she not get the job? Right? And then people were reacting and commenting on YouTube and Instagram saying like, oh, she fumbled a bag because she went and told that she got the job before they made it official. Do y'all remember that? I remember that. Do y'all remember that? So then a couple of months later, it was like a big rollout, and it was like they announced she was the third member of the Breakfast Club, and I feel like they used, Kamala Harris or somebody to like promote it. I don't remember. But long story short, she became the third member. So I was like, all right, cool, She didn't give the same vibe. My opinion, guys. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? As a listener of the radio. That she did during her auditions. Like, she was like bouncing. the energy back and forth off of Envy, off of Charlemagne, and she was like, working her spot, right? Then we found out she was pregnant. So I said, okay, well, this might be why she's not as, energetic or vocally forward, because maybe she's pregnant, maybe hormones, etc. I don't know. Maybe, every woman's different. So then there was some struggle reading that was happening on the radio too, and that's no shade at all, guys, no shade, but it was, even they joked her about it. She even says it in the argument, she even said it on her live, that you guys were, ripping me or dissing me because I couldn't read, and then you like this girl because she could read better, right? So it was some hard to listen to reading that did take place a couple of times. So then she went on maternity leave. When she went on maternity leave, Loren Larosa filled in for her. I can say, like, yeah, because like I don't really, do the commute every day, like up and about, on a morning routine, like, so I don't really listen to the Breakfast Club like I would maybe a couple of years ago, getting ready for work, etc. So I listen to it every now and then, but more so I watch it on YouTube, the episodes or the videos that they edit throughout the episodes or whatever. So that's how I get it, the clips, I should say. So but I woke up the next morning and I saw that Jess Hilarious, basically, for lack of a better word, and this is no shade, maybe crashed out on Instagram on her coworkers and basically aired the whole tea out. And I was like, what? Okay. So then, of course, the next morning she had to go to work and she had to confront the same coworkers that she bashed on her IG live. And they basically had a whole airing out on the radio. Envy was emotional. DJ Envy was emotional. He started, getting upset about it and going back and forth with her. And then Loren Larosa came in and then she kind of spoke her piece. The whole time, Charlemagne, to me, I feel like, and this is just my opinion, guys, don't bite me, I'm not a hater, but in my opinion, I feel like Charlemagne does light the flames in many of situations. He is the flame lighter, if that makes any sense, if y'all get what I'm saying. So watching him, in this particular video, I was like, oh yeah, flames are lit. He lit the flames. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. That's just my opinion, allegedly. But Jess looked a little hurt, right? I'm gonna try and play a little bit here. I'm gonna try and see if I can get to the part where Loren kind of said to Jess, hey, like, we're the two women here and let's work it out together. Ironically, during Women's History Month, this is happening. So it made me feel like, was it a skit? Is this a skit? Was this done because it's Women's History Month and you wanted to kind of add some spice and some mess to the show for ratings? I don't know. It could be, right? Who knows, right? It's content, right? But I think that Jess was a little hurt there, but because she went live, right? And she said that allegedly Charlemagne wanted her to feed into the beef with Loren because she told her to hush up a few episodes back, and I guess they were all talking over each other, and Jess said hush to Loren or shut up, something to the effect. And it was another point there where they were like, Jess is older than Loren Larosa. Come to find out, they're the same age, if not Loren Larosa's older. But I guess they're comparing the two because one is a mother of two and one is a single girl with no children, but a single woman with no children, because they're both the same age, right? So one shouldn't be discredited over the other. One shouldn't be discredited because she doesn't have kids, and one shouldn't be discredited because she does have kids, right? But I think the complexity came into play, and this is my opinion here, where you started the job. It was kind of a gray area around announcing it, not announcing it, the delay in announcing it, the tapering down and keeping quiet of it, and then the rollout of announcing she got the position. I thought that was very interesting. I thought that was very, what was that about? Sus. Then you get the position, and then it's like, instant maternity leave. Now, being a woman is a woman. God will bless you when He bless you, right? And our duties call, our duties call. So no one is saying, oh, she was wrong to go have a baby. No one is saying that, oh, that was inconsiderate. Nothing of the sort is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it just may have been viewed by maybe executives, her boss, whoever else is invested into her position or invested in her into doing great at her job, maybe might have looked at it like bad timing. Maybe. What do you guys think? I'm not trying to be funny or throw shade, but maybe they might have thought it was bad timing, right? And that played a part. But nonetheless, poor reading or struggle reading, maternity leave, not really delivering how you were delivering during the audition season, and then we roll in a replacement or a substitute who is basically checking all the boxes. She's cute, she's a good looking girl, she's smart, she's professional, she can go from tea and gossip to celebrity news to politics and crime, and she does all of it fluidly. And she segues through all of it with no problem. Now, I like both of the ladies, young ladies. I don't think none of them should be exiled or egged out or whatever. It is weird having the foursome, I guess, because we already know it's kind of like morning radio always been a trio. Every state, everywhere you go, but it could be a foursome, right? It could be. But I thought it was interesting that she said that she picked Loren Larosa to actually come and be her substitute while she was on maternity leave, and she was surprised to see her there when she came back. Now, the girl did a great job. Loren did a great job, So I think and I'm not there. I don't have any flies on their walls. I don't have any dogs in the race. But just my opinion, allegedly, I think they probably were torn. The executive, whoever's in charge, was like, yo, we're getting good feedback from Loren, so what do we do? And I think they were trying to be in the midst of kind of figuring out what to go where or who should go where, if anyone should go anywhere, right? And then she had her IG live. So this is the next morning, and I'm not going to play all of it, but this is the next morning when she showed up for work, confronted her coworkers, and Loren Larosa, who is also basically journalist at heart, 100%, had her notes, and she said, we're going to get into it from here. So let's go.
It is not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay, so what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah.
I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
but none of that was said. You didn't say anything about that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not gonna play well for either one of us.
I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying that.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room, or EP, to have the
I never
conversation.
ever heard that.
Because
when you pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen, I have said, hush, shut up. Yo, you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not.
I don't want to go into all of that for real, because there's a lot going on in that scene. But then afterwards, callers call in and they start to give their opinions. It's like, it should be room for both of them. And it's like, stop gaslighting Jess, and, so forth and so on. And I agree. I feel like, for example, it was a point in time when Loren LaRosa was, sitting in the seat for Jess, because Jess was on maternity leave. And then there was another young lady, I can't think of her name, but she did great. I don't know if you remember, she had locks, and she would call in and she was doing all of the political stuff and all of the news. And she was a great fit too. So she was kind of like the fourth one there as well. So I'm saying to myself, like, I think they could work it out, and I think they're trying to figure it out, like as far as to, make room for Jess, because she is an asset, and I think she was a great fit. I think she is. Now, for Loren. Loren's a great fit. Now, Jess, should we say Jess should leave, or should she, not have her job? No, she should have her job. That's her job. Now, the conflict though, how is that going to gel and going forward? Is it going to be gaslighting, or is it going to be just like co-workers, professional. I guess that is remains to be seen, but I do feel like that happened on like maybe like last week Thursday, then Friday they were on the air and they were fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Loren was there. I don't remember because I can tell you I catch the YouTube skit, so clips. So maybe they were fine. So hopefully that they'll be able to get past it and kind of work through it. I'm disheartened that it happened during Women's History Month. What is going on, ladies? It's Women's History Month. International Women's Day is this month. But yeah, so I send my prayers out to both of these young ladies because they're both in a very competitive field. You know what I'm saying? It is very competitive. And a lot of successful journalists will tell you that they had to sacrifice a lot, especially women. Men and women had to sacrifice a lot to make sure their careers move forward. You can't just wake up and say, I want to do this and then turn away, do something else tomorrow. Like, you got to dedicate some time. And some people might have looked at it like it was such a great opportunity because if I'm not mistaken, she's making 6 figures and like not 100,000 either. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's making some good money. So I know some people are looking at that like, yo, that's a nice big salary, that you never really basically did radio before, like on this capacity, on syndicated radio before. And, maybe the timing, maybe they kind of, looked at that timing a little bit. That's the only thing I could think of with the reasons of alienation or gaslighting. But then some people are like, no, she just did not read good. Like, she didn't read good. And maybe she didn't realize reading would be a part of the job. I don't know. But, so depending on which part of YouTube you go on, right? Depending on which part of Instagram you go on, you got people that are like, nah, we ride with Jess. Like, that was wrong. And they were gaslighting her. And then you got some people that are like, nah, she knew, she thought that she could do what she wanted to do. And the girl that she got to replace her actually came and, it came back and bit her on the butt, right? For lack of a better word. So I don't know, but like I said, I wish both these ladies well, and I hope it's not an ongoing thing, right? But she did say something that was interesting to me on her live that I caught. She said one thing that she would know for sure, or she can say, is that woman Angela Yee is not that crazy. How crazy is it? Like, I don't know what she meant by that part, but I kind of think my perception, what she meant was a lot of people thought Angela Yee was just overreacting when, the stuff that she was saying she was experiencing while working on the Breakfast Club. But for her to not have been up there as long as Angela Yee, because Angela Yee was up there for 13 years, So for her to not have been up there that long, this is a lot of drama that has come down the pipeline. And I think it's like a year or 2 that she's been up there. I don't even know. Keep me honest, guys. How long has Jess been up there? And how long was she up there before she went on maternity leave? Because maybe that was a thing too, that they was like, this is bad timing. Who knows? Or was it good timing because Loren came in and she kind of killed it? I don't know. But me, that was just kind of something I wanted to react to. Send both these ladies loves, and I do wish them success, you know what I'm saying? Because we all out here. It's Women's Month, y'all. It's Women's Month. It's almost done, but we still in Women's Month, y'all. But until next time, you know my motto. You know how I do. You know the brand. If you like anything I do, tell a friend. If you don't like anything I do, tell a friend. It don't hurt either way, all right? And from my lips to your ears, you know I love you, all right? But in order for you to love me, I need you to love yourself first, all right? So look in the mirror, muster up all that positivity and love on the inside, right? Make sure you feel warm. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you love you. And then go out there and spread that love to everyone you see. All right? Y'all go be good to each other. Until next time, it's your girl Gongali. She Could Talk, the podcast. Peace.
They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it.